Well, welcome back to the channel. And today we've got this thing, which is my new jack. Kind of a little bit bigger than a jack. Let's see if we can get out of the damn glare. But I'm going to be doing some significant exhaust work on the 37 because it's got 2-inch pipes, and well, I want 2.5-inch pipes. Plus I got to weld in some O2 sensors and all the other stuff you need for this kind of fuel injection that I want to do. And it's very difficult to get that thing high enough off the ground to be able to work on it because it's rather low. It's got some fairly decent ground clearance, but with the way the running boards and the sides are all set up, you can't get under it easily. So I ordered a little single car jack. It doesn't go up too high, maybe a couple of feet, but it should be good enough to be stable. Won't need to worry about having the old Harbor Freight special jack stands collapse. And so finally came in. I went and picked it up because I don't bother having truck freight delivered here because they can't find me first and they can't get down my driveway second. But she's here, and now we're going to try to disassemble it. So what we'll do is pull this silly thing off this truck piece by piece and see if it'll work. Hopefully, because it was on a standard size pallet and it really should have been on a 6-foot pallet because it's a little squished, but it doesn't look like it was hammered. It just looks like it was pushed in when they loaded it on the truck. So let's hope. But yeah, so I'm going to get set up, start taking this stuff out, and see what we end up with. First thing, it's not terribly light, so let's see what we got. And that's not terribly sharp. Alright. Get rid of that. There we go. Yeah, okay. Box 3 of 3. Boîte 3 sur 3. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get the old knife, which I have already lost. Okay, back in a minute. Alright, we're back. Like that. Let's see what comes in the box. This is a nice Bendpack brand, I believe. Or at least it was when I ordered it. Hopefully it is. Interesting. It doesn't really say Bendpack on it. I guess they don't want to claim it. I thought it was. Oh well. Effectively, the amount that it cost is about $200. But the pallet, because of lumber prices, that was about $1,400 more than that. So it was all of that. So stop. Before returning product to store. Okay, well, we'd have to go back to Summit, so we aren't going to do that. Directions, wonderful. What do we got? Got some hydraulic hoses. Lifting blocks. Even more lifting blocks. Good grief. Even more hydraulic hoses. Another lifting block. Sheesh. And what I would, generic box of something. And what I would guess is the hydraulic power pack. You get your money's worth of lifting blocks. There seems to be a handle, but the cord is all wrapped up on it, so it's kind of hard to finagle it. One. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to get rid of this tie wrap immediately, so I can get this stuff out of the way of the handle. Okay, that's heavy. I'll set you on the ground. Doesn't appear to have leaked, so that's good. Alright. Now, cut this little guy open. Wrong utility. Wrong utensil. There we go. Yeah. It's hot. So what this stuff is. Aha. What do we have here? Environmental protection type thread sealant. Aha. Yeah, this is no way that this is a name brand. But I don't care. As long as it works. There's all the connectors, which seem to be pretty nice. They've got caps on them. A few little fittings. So. Go to you. And now we're down to the two smooshed boxes, which I would assume are just the jacks themselves. So we're going to hack these up, pull them out, see what they end up. Well, I guess that's nice. Seems to be fairly well packed. Even with the squishing at the end of the box, it's in foam with another $1 million worth of lumber strapped to the top. And the bottom might make a nice table. I don't know. Probably not. So, I'm going to cut 65 more straps and then pull that out. And of course, as I opened it backwards and we're finally down to box 1, we have found the 4,000-page instruction manual. Okay, there it is. Interesting, though, that they don't label it on the outside. Not even on the tag. Huh. Funky. But, my goodness, it says so on there. Again, not a sponsor. I just needed something like this. I've always wanted something like this because I don't have room for a 4-post. So, here we are. Alright, well, we're going to finish disabusing this thing of its covers. Get her on the floor and see what it takes to hook it up. Alright, after a fair bit of a faff, and I will say the instructions are okay considering how big that book is. Now, I haven't looked to see if it's in 47 different languages, and maybe that's a problem, but they're alright. Pictures aren't great. It's sketches at best, but what you gonna do? They do work, they go up and down. We'll do a little bit of that here, but I'm pooped. It's getting hot, it's hot. Yep. Come on, let's see. says not to go up and down too far with it unloaded or unloaded. Little spots on the floor from bleeding it, which I've done till no more air comes out, and now it's good. But you do need a couple of things. First, you need a 17 and a 22 millimeter wrench. Those aren't necessarily normal. I randomly had it because I found this kit on the road years ago. You also need Teflon tape for every single one of the fittings. And you need your own fluid. I had some hydraulic fluid, but they recommended a 32 as a minimum, and it's like a 29, so I went with some Deck 6, which they recommended. Conveniently, the hot rod leaks, and I had 2 extra quarts. So, she is good to go. But I'm not going to do anything with it now, except disconnect the hoses. I like the caps, because hydraulic systems, you got to keep clean. You can't have fuzz and gunk and crap getting in your hydraulic. I want to keep them as clean as possible. So we're going to close it up, slide it underneath the hot rod, and call it a night. We may test it tomorrow, depending. Well, I got late meetings tomorrow, so may not be till the weekend. But so far, I like it. They seem pretty solid. It does work. It does do what it says. The instructions are But I think for what I'm looking for, this is going to be really good. So, anyway, hope y'all are doing well. We'll be back when we're taking the exhaust off the car. Talk to y'all later. Alright, new box from UPS. Got my mufflers. Biggins. Straight through, but long enough where hopefully they're not too stupid. Another box with a whole bunch of other crap for the exhaust system. I think that's most of it. But here's the beauty. Good grief, Summit. I mean, yeah, okay. The shipping company has to move this stuff. But that's a heavy, bloody box. Got a lot of stuff in it. I don't think I lost anything. The UPS driver made a note. I believe everything's here. I checked all the ends. They seem roundish. And, but this is, yeah. You might consider strapping it end to end, maybe, in addition to the sideways. Because, yeah. But anyway, it seems pretty good. Pretty good sized pipe. I like the bends, nice mandrel. Yeah. Oh, I'm happy. We're going to try to get the exhaust on this thing this week, or this weekend. Now that I got the lift, I got the exhaust, I got the mufflers. I'm looking forward to this. Get to play with some TIG welding, and we're going to go. But I figured you all might like a look at the, yeah, the condition of that. Phew, it's something. I think it's fine, but I'm kind of glad I was here because I like my UPS guy. He's here a lot, and I can understand them being nervous today, leaving something like that at a house that they don't really know how people are going to accept it. And I'm a lot more accepting than most. And again, I'm going to cut it all up, make an exhaust system out of it. But that's just miserable. I mean, that's just terrible. I get it. Someone's got to do what they need to do, because I'm sure that, I don't even want to speculate where that came from, but who knows? It's probably not American pipe. I don't know. But I'll see if there's a label on any of it. But, yeah. So. No, I think it's going to be okay. It's just disappointing that it showed up like that. But, yes. So, I think I'm going to open these mufflers just so we can get a look at them for giggles and grins. That's what a gut hook's good for. I don't even remember what I ordered. It seemed impressive. Oh yeah, there we go. Big old MagnaFlows. Nice. 2.5 inch. Straight through. I really liked the sound of the MagnaFlows on my SRT-10. As much as they had broken But once I closed up the holes, they were really good. So yeah, that's nice. I like that thing a lot. That is really good. 2.5 inch in, 2.5 inch out. This is, I think, the longest one they make. It's going to be loud, but hopefully it's not too stupid droney and anything like that. I think we're going to be in nice shape. So yeah, I'm excited to get this on the car. That's going to free it up so much. I don't think you need a lot more than the 2.5 for this little 440 horse 502 that I've got. And putting them out the sides like I'm planning to do, I think is going to be good. So anyway, that's what the lift's for. This is all the crap that finally came in, sort of. And there we go. So once again, I appreciate you all sticking around to the end of the video. So hope you're all having a good day. We'll keep you posted. Take care.